Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the newest member of the Hope College community, Coach Peter Stuursma.
Appreciate that.
On to alma mater number 2. Hope College officially introducing longtime East Grand Rapids head coach and Hope alum Peter Stuursma as the college's new head football coach on Tuesday. Stuursma played at Hope in the early 90s and was co-captain during his senior year before graduating in 1993. Peter also served briefly as an assistant coach and recruiter at Hope before taking the head coaching job at East Grand Rapids in 2000. Over the next 16 seasons, he led the Pioneers to the playoffs 13 times and to 7 state championships, including 5 in a row between 2006 and 2010. Stuursma telling our Jack Doles it just seemed like the right time to make a move. It was easy going to Hope, very difficult leaving East Grand Rapids.
All right, so Peter, why the move?
You know, it was the right time. I feel lucky to be able to say that I'm leaving a place that I truly love. I love East Grand Rapids. I love everything that East Grand Rapids stands for, with what kids stand for there. And I've been lucky, and our families, I think, I've said this time and time again, I feel like we've received so much more than what we've given it. And so it's the right time, and Hope College is very special to me, and it's a chance to be a part of something that was, you know, obviously my school, and I'm coming home to a certain extent, and to do it at a different level, and to work with kids at a different level. You know, it's the same type of feel that I have when you're working with young people. They all are going to another phase. It's just a different phase of life.
How many people get a chance to coach 2 of their alma maters?
It's unique, and again, that's why I feel very fortunate. I don't know of many, and I feel so good about it because I feel the middle school at East Grand Rapids and the football program are in good shape and good hands, and I feel like we're leaving on good terms, and we're going to be a part of that community forever. But so it's unique.
You played football here. What is it that you're going to sell most? I mean, are you bringing the same schemes that you had at East Grand Rapids?
Yeah.
Or do you change?
I think you have to change and evolve all the time. But you know, football's football. It's certainly more about the Bobs and the Joes and the X's and the O's. And so we want to bring players to campus that can compete at a high level. We want to win championships. And you know, it's easy just to say we want to do that. It takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of effort to make sure we bring that profile of student athlete on campus that can make sure that we're doing all the things to help them, and they're doing other things to help the football program.
Is this something you could have done years ago? Made the step up to college?
You know, who knows? You know, I don't know how to answer that question other than I think I have a lot of respect for what high school coaches do, and you know, and you look at the biggest names in college football or the biggest names in pro football. Some of the best coaches I've ever been around are in the high school level, and I have a tremendous respect for them. And they're our lifeline. They're our bloodline for what's coming next year at Hope College.
And so, how much do you lean on coaches that you coached against now?
It's
to try and revive this program.
Exponentially, and it's already started. And those relationships are going to come in handy, and I'm going to lean on them to be able to say identify those students, you know, that are able to fit that profile of what we need to be successful here as a student and a student athlete.
How big of a lifestyle change will this be for you? Because you know, before you had the 2 jobs, the high school football, and now it's 1. But there's so much more that goes on to preparing a team and putting together a team at this level.
It's hard to put a quantitative number on how that's going to change. It's going to be different because it's working with a different age of young men here, working with a different college feel, of course. You know, it's going to be different being at events for my kids in East Grand Rapids and just being a dad and not being the principal of the middle school and the football coach. So that'll be unique. You know, I think the way I look at it is always this. There's always going to be challenges and there's always going to be positive negatives, but it's exciting. And when you can be a part of something like this and have the unique experience that I've had and just was able to, thankfully to Hope College, this opportunity to have the opportunity to go from one home to another home, it's pretty unique.
And you get to stay in the same home? Or are you guys up?
Right now, we're going to be staying in our same home, and our kids are going to be part of the East Grand Rapids community as they are finishing their school.
This would be a time where you're getting close to the point where you would have coached your son. Will you miss that?
You know, I think everybody has their own philosophy on that, and Amy and I have kept our kids from the very first conversation that we had all along on this the whole time. And they were, all 3 of them, excited. And I always said I don't want to make a decision for us just to coach my sons. I want them to also have that experience because, you know, as I'm watching them play, I like to just watch them play. And so, and we spend a lot of time together as a family. It's what's the most important thing to us. And so that's not going to change. And so it'll be unique. It'll be different.